Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Danganronpa Chapter 2. We're just about to start the trial. Let's take a look at our skills. We probably want to equip them, as they're all useful. They're probably the most useful ones. It looks like we can just buy any of the ones we want, so why not pick up all the most useful ones right away. Difficulty looks fine. Let's give ourselves a quick refresher for those of you who may not remember. If we look at our truth bullets, our unfortunate friend Mihiru is dead. The scene was in the beach house, of course, and she was killed via a blow to the head with a blunt instrument. We have some footprints. We think we know whose they are. There's a metal bat. We have a trash can. Someone, for whatever reason, threw a ton of water bottles in there. They might have previously contained pop, we're not sure. I think it was water. I mean, it would make sense to have water. We have an anime character mask, for whatever reason here. We have a yellow gummy, indicating that we think the irritating girl in yellow was at the scene. The beach has a shower room, but the shower's out of order. There's a window in the shower room that you can actually get into. It looks like it's barred, but it's really easy to get in. Mr. Yakuza, as I said, is super sus. There's a broken fish tank. Yeah, a broken fish tank in the music room of a video game we played. In the video game we played, there was also an escape. What looked to be an escape through window, but wasn't actually. They think it was something else. Cool swimsuit. This is from the game as well. A girl had their swimsuit stolen. The ending prize for beating the game first is a reward that has 4 photos. The 4 photos all depict our characters together, similar to the first game. As you can see, a picture of Mikan, Ibuki, and Kyoko. That might relate them to the game we played. The broken vase, also something from the game, and also a picture we have. We have a picture of the crime scene, so it means the crime that is depicted in this weird video game, which was really short, might have happened in real life. Then we have another murder of someone else being killed with a bat. We think this is being mirrored in real life. There's the gummies. They are found in Hiyoko's room, so we're guessing they're probably hers. And yeah, Hiyoko was planning on meeting up with Mihiru, but she's dead now. And of course, Mikan believes she died instantly. So at least there was no pain. However, there was blood streaks, which means a body was dragged as it like streaked across the room, but she was killed instantly, so someone moved the body for some reason to obfuscate what happened. Let's find out exactly how things went in the second trial. Trial start. Your theory is Yakuza's sister died and Yakuza through Mihiru was her murderer and avenged her. That is probably the most straightforward explanation of what happened. I think Kyoko was there and hiding in the closet and left after the murder. I don't know why Yakuza guy was hanging around there, but he looks super sus. I think Sword Girl might have been a the obvious red herring bait, but you'll never know. You're looking for a node that has berserkers with human traits. You can try Code Scout. Nice. Best of luck. All right, let's begin a simple explanation. I see. During the class trial, once again, we will present our arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. We're thinking the blonde mafia guy might be the most obvious suspect, but there's always a twist. Ah. Monokuma. Thanks for the explanation of the stakes, Monokuma. If you vote correctly, only the blackened receives punishment. If you pick the wrong person, everyone else dies, and they leave the island. Which in this case, leaving the island is actually a good thing you want to have happen, as we're all trapped on an island. Don't forget the girl who committed the first murder joined back with the group after the murder and then acted surprised. Yes, in the game, it was a little bit sus. No matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule. Let's discuss that motive, that masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case. For reference, it was literally 10 seconds of walking sideways, some dialogue, walk sideways in another direction, press up a couple times, and then press down 5 times at the main menu and do the same thing. Who cares about the game? Yeah, the game showed the past. The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mihiru's killer. Good call, Nagito. We really shouldn't ignore it. Even if you don't know what it references, it is the motive for the killing, and therefore should be investigated, or at least discussed in some measure. You're right. Let's try discussing that first. I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows it's based on an actual murder case. Some of us have not beaten the game. Give us a detailed explanation. Good call, Pekka. Twilight Syndrome murder case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are actually characters in that game too. That's right, some of us are famous enough to have been made into an indie game. So I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first. Pekko asks for non-spoilers. No, Pekko doesn't care that much, I don't think. Yaki's so cute, she better not die. I hope she doesn't. I also hope Ibuki doesn't die. The characters in the game were girl A, B, C, D, E, and boy F. The high school girl who got killed at the beginning is also a character, but she's presumably not here. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, we should be able to figure out who's who. As you can see from the staff roll, we have Hiyoko. That one's obvious. We have a few other last names that I can't remember. So we'll have to go through the names. If we look at the names of our characters, they should be pretty easy to map. We have none of these characters. We have Kuzuryu, who is one of the characters. If you look in the back, there's actually 2 Kuzuryus, which means it was his sister that died. We have Awari, Minami. We have Miyota, Ibuki's involved. Tsumiki, Hiyoko, Koizumi. Sato and Miyota are the only 2 people I haven't accounted for. I don't think I see a Sato or Miyota. Oh, there's Miyota. Oh, right, Ibuki's Miyota, right. Where's Sato? She's not present. Unless it's someone going under an alias. Sato is not a character. Ibuki and Chiaki are gonna die? No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, game. Alright, the first character was able to control player A. The identity of girl A. Oh my god, the identity of girl A. I have to guess who girl A... Okay, which one was girl A? Fudge. I didn't think I'd have to guess all these. Okay. Girl E after she was killed. Girl E was killed. That's Mihiru. Victim, we don't know the victim. Girl D showed girl E this. Girl... Okay, if... I'm trying to remember how this goes. We played as the late one, right? Did we play it? No, we played as... I don't remember who he played as. That's a problem. It's true I didn't have Girl A. I think we played as Girl E is Yakuza Sis. We know that. Or the dead girl. Yeah. Girl A is probably Yoko. I'm gonna guess Yoko. Oh, timid. Oh, it has a timid personality, gets bullied often. That's not right. That's not right. Game. Why don't you give me that hint ahead of time? I can remember this. It's Mikan. She gets bullied all the time. No. I know it's not Mihiru. Mihiru's dead. Girl A is probably Mikan. Yes. That timid tone. That's definitely sounding like Girl A, yep. I just don't remember what Girl A sounds like. Yep. I wish you told me she was timid or had that in the truth bullet somewhere, that'd be nice. Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. It's also, I mean, intentionally depicting someone in a game is all, probably copyright infringement, but it's also illegal to kidnap people and force them to murder people for your amusement, so I don't think the laws actually matter. Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. She's right, the one who said that was... Oh my god, really? Fuck. D? I don't know who that is. D carried a camera. Wow, Jesus game. This is brutal. I'm supposed to remember everything from a scene in a like mini game? That's really annoying. This game hates me today. Oh well. B was short and foul mouth. Probably Kyoko. Short and foul mouth? That's like the complete opposite of me! Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that. Anyway, moving on. Moving on, next is Girl C. Hyper, energetic, and unique. Wow, that one's easy. C is Ibuki. That one I knew. See, it actually gave me a hint as to what she was. Plus I knew it was her because there's only 3 guesses. Alright, Girl C, then I'll see you next Tuesday. Girl D then. There's only one person who always had a camera with them. That one's easy. See, he's actually giving me hints as to what they are instead of saying, who's A? Girl D is Mihiru, the victim in this case. Correct. Let's skip E and talk about Guy F. Hydrate? I'm drinking. Delicious. Delicious miso. Alright. Guy F. Only one person it could be. Fuyuhiko. Aren't you Guy F? Fuyuhiko? I was in the game. Fucking stupid. Yeah, stupid, but you're the one who played the game. That reminds me, wasn't there another person whose last name was Kazuryu? That's right, another person. Another person. It was on the staff roll. There was also probably his sister who was murdered. That's right, Kazuryu was one of them. Hold on, why do you keep saying there were 2 Kazuryus? There were in the credits. It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Another drink, perfect. Since you beat the game, you'd probably know what this actually means, right? The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kazuryu, appears twice. I have a hunch, but... To call me out on that, Nikito, you're definitely something I shouldn't mess with. But it's obvious, right? This is what... The reason it appears twice is because he had a sister. I think it was the little sister. In the last game, by the way, but I know it was the top one, but in the last game, as I recall, if you fail one of these, if you like fail the story and have to redo this section again, it actually randomizes the position of all the items on the list. Anyway, in the game, Guy F, Kazuryu, mentioned he has a little sister, which you've also done. Oh, what do you mean, little sister? This is what Guy F said in the game. That bitch, what the hell did she do to my little sister? It's pretty clear, there's no doubt Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game, that's why the Kazuryu name appeared twice. But what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kazuryu, play? You probably noticed, right? I don't want to say it, but I got him in the comments. Yeah, I just gotta say it. The only character in the game I can see Fuyuhiko's little sister being is the dead one. The first victim in the game. The only person it could be. We've already identified everyone else. Based on Guy F's tone in that game, it's clear E isn't his little sister. He's talking about E. So, only other body belongs to Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do you sound so fucking happy? The winning personality you got there. Ooh. He's not rejecting any of this. That's not good. Are you praising me? A winning personality? I'm just being sarcastic, dumbass. E is Monokuma in a high school uniform? I don't quite think so, since E dies. Since we have some deaths in this game. You said this game's a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is... Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality. It's not a game though. It's based on true events. And that's why it's the motive. Don't go making up shit, bastard. Alright. She was the type to die easy and I fucking killed her myself a long time ago? It's sad. When I first entered Hope's Peak, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened the other day. Wait, you remember your life at Hope's Peak? About that. You're probably thinking like that because you lost your memories. Shut the fuck up, you be quiet. Ah, so he's not going to accept it. You're never going to accept the game is based on true events, huh? I understand. I understand your attitude towards this class trial now. Nagito, You seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer? A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. I'd actually be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer. Okay, you're acting weird again. At least he's being honest. We know his motive anyway. Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are. A is Mikan, B is Hugo, C is Ibuki, D is Zero, Guy F's. And the first victim in this game, the dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister. It's just a story in a video game. If so, then girl E is Miss Sato. Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice? I don't know which Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case. Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names. Wait. What is that? What? Like, oh, the names aren't interesting enough, they must be related? Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki. And he's also got a strange rivalry going on with... Thank you, Monokuma. Hey, nobody cares about that. Just hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game. Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game? Oh my. You don't know? I heard Girl E got killed. What? No way! Is that true? Getting killed is so violent, don't you know? Such awful times we live in. Why did this happen? You guys are definitely friends. Yeah, I can see that too. Ah, so the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct? Let's hurry up and solve it then. Let's first figure out why she was killed. The reason Girl E was killed... Girl E witnessed the murder? I think it's because she was the killer. That makes the most sense. She's the killer. The reason she's the killer is because she was disposing of evidence, right? I was like, did she witness it and was responsible? I'm pretty sure she was the killer. The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game. Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. I was trying to think, is there gonna be like, is there like something I missed, like something more complicated than her disposing of evidence and being murdered as revenge for that? Like, was there anything that could have led us to believe someone else was the killer? I don't think so. Yeah, Nagito's right, which this means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently, Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what the game said at all, but... But? Is that true? Girl E, she killed the victim? Really? We're gonna spend like 20 minutes discussing this case? Alright. In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder. It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come, so I prepared in advance. Ah, perfect. Look, I made a map of the music room surroundings, which set the stage of the first case. Perfect. As you can see on the... Oh, it's probably going to be explained. Never mind. I'm surprised you went through all this trouble. Yeah, so as you can see, girl A, B, C, D are coming up the stairs. There's a broken window, a dead victim, the ruined water tank. The piano is probably the only notable thing. Piano and stage are the only notable things in the room. I mean, there's some chairs, but who cares? And then a broken vase in the other room. And this is, of course, a locked door. Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. It's true, it's true. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is the basic. We get it. Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case. Alright. Yeah, Mihiro found out Yakuza killed Sato. That's certain. Then I'll start explaining. Girl A, B, C, and D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the five of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body dead from a blow to the head. Suspicious, isn't it? Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded the escaped killer was a pervert. We figured out the murder of Mercuro. You know we can do this. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Xenon. The water tank was used as weight or some weird machine or so. I'm not sure what the water tank's actually used for right now. I haven't worked that out. Maybe she was hiding in the water tank? I don't know. How's that sound? Sounds believable, I guess. An understandable explanation, just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games. It wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E? Obviously, Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim. Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office. These guys are going off on a tangent that's completely wrong. This means Girl E was hiding the key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it. Ah, good call, Sonia. Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right? Since there was no mention of it in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key, so that's not how it was locked. You could lock the music room from the inside, right? From there, Girl E broke the window and escaped. And then she sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived. Thank you, Chiaki. I'm glad I didn't have to actually use that as a multiple choice answer. She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that. That's right, you can't jump out the window and run by. Forget this. It's not cute to see an old guy as Silk. Is Girl E really the killer? We haven't even reached an answer yet. Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake Girl E, who is waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then what did she do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Alright. Broken vase, maybe? It's probably broken vase, right? After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do? She broke the window in the music room and escaped outside. How did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room? Go back to the music room for the outside. Go through the entrance hall. I don't think so. No? It said it in the game. In order to get to the front, for the outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. We are maybe a little bit eager. Trying to find a flaw with the setting of the game is like ignoring the rules of the tag. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll do this again. I got a little bit eager. What did she do? She broke the window. Yeah. Escaped outside. How'd she get from outside to the front of the music room? Good question, Echo. Good question. Go back to the music room from outside. You need to go through the entrance hall. The other 4 girls should have been there. Yep. The entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering. How was she able to get past those 4? Right in front of the music room. I think the window probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best. Hidden passage is possible. I don't think so. I think it's broken vase. Broke the window. Yes, the length of the talk is here. It's increasing like this. The chevron moves every time a new dialogue appears. You have to go to the entrance hall. At the entrance hall, I think it's the second last choice. Broken vase. Other 4 girls, yep. The girls heard the sound of the window shattering, did they though? I don't think they heard the sound of the window shattering. Coach hasn't talked about taking a shit this chapter. First of all, the sound that the girls heard wasn't the sound of glass breaking. It was the vase shattering. So it wasn't the window. What broke to make the sound? A vase. A vase? How low can you go? After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room. But the sound of breaking glass that the four girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was probably the sound of the vase breaking. Good call. Good call. Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the four girls met in the entrance hall. Girlie killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. And all she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance hall. To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped. When the four of them ran over, they heard the sound. Girlie acted like she just rushed over too. Yes, she did. I see, the mystery has now been solved. Ooh, wait a minute. The mystery hasn't been solved yet. You haven't determined the murder weapon. Lost Belt 6, Inner C, Permanent Merlin story support. Interesting. Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was. Not cool. I went through all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end. The heck? You're so annoying. Alright, good night, Jacob. Fine. Let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I feel like I'm gonna need to shit. Xenon, you spoke too soon. Man needs to take a dump. Means I feel disgusting. You're the disgusting one. The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out? An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. We're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear. I have to do it. I'll have to do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line now? Now, there's something I need to tell you regarding white noise in the non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. You won't destroy them in one shot. Durable white lines chip away every time you shoot them with the silencer, but unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear. Yeah, you get the gist. It appears the debate's getting tougher, so I've obtained some useful information. I heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something. Okay. Was I out of line right now? Anyway, good luck and have fun. Gundam's got some silencer boosting abilities, doesn't ya? Alright. Broken fish tank is probably the answer. Let's see. A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass? Is it the cause of death? She attacked her with the fish tank. That's a good choice. It's too big to be a weapon. And the piano. Why are you going even bigger? The investigation conducts universal chaos. It's on a big scale too? How about beating her with gravel instead? It should have had bloodstains. Beat her to death with her fists? Oh, an unconventional weapon. It appeared in the game, but there's nothing else, right? The vase works. I missed. It's either the fish tank or the swimsuit, right? What about the swimsuit? Okay. There we go. I'm gonna support that. I consent with her idea. It's the gravel. No, it's not the tank. Ah, the killer must have used gravel to attack the victim. So yeah, think of it this way, baby. I'm gonna explain to you, before we go any further, why it's not the tank. One, a tank filled with water is insanely heavy and you can't realistically lift it. Two, there was no blood on the tank, but the gravel was all over the ground. Yes, like a soap stock. Like a soap stock. Like a soap stock? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Like, I was gonna say more like a brick in a sock, the classic weapon, but, you know, putting soap in it works too, yeah. Bricks are a little bit heavier. The killer used gravel to attack the victim. They put gravel inside their swimsuit and smashed them. My goodness, I got it right and I was just throwing shit out there. Just as I thought, Ibuki is chosen by the gods! You're not chosen at all. Gravel's impossible. It's too small to be a weapon. What if the gravel was inside some kind of bag? A bag? What kind of bag? If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. The only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit, the one that's missing. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon. Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even Ace Attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea. They're subtle with their references, aren't they? Real subtle. Phoenix right in objection intensifies. But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if the swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later. Satisfied, Monokuma? The happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy. You don't like Chiaki, Poco? What'd she do to you, man? Other than have a nice looking bikini. And a good bikini bod. What's wrong with Chiaki? Why are you so suspicious, Poco? The real important talk begins now. You see, Girl E had someone who could be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D. Girl D, you're talking about Mahiru, right? Mahiru's the accomplice? What does that mean? Is Poco the guy who in a game of Among Us just starts accusing random people? Oh, that doesn't usually mean he's the killer, but it might mean it gives him a decent chance of being the killer. Just trying to get free kills. Alright, the piece of the vase that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it. Okay, I made sure to throw it away. And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out, tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument. So she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her. But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and bludgeoned her to death. She probably made her unconscious by accident. From there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling. She understands the fact that once you've gotten in an altercation with someone, you just got to take it to its extremes and murder someone. Damn, alright. You can't, that's pretty scary. Oh, to be fair, if she is a mafia person, a Yakuza person, you're probably dead if you touch her. So yeah, killing her is the only option. That's actually a good answer. Poco's waifus hate him? Oh, that's how rude, BB. It's quite the insult. You can't, that's pretty scary. Girl E was killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I may as well ask, just in case, who do you think killed Girl E? Girl E's killer right now, the only person I can think of is that guy. Guy at Monokuma. Not this time. Guy F, the suspicious man. Yeah, that dialogue makes her really suspicious. A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister. Guy F is... It's just a game, a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident? I'm terribly sorry, but... They don't remember. That's obvious. Their school memories were like totally stolen. Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy's the killer. But no one would kill a nice person like Mahiro besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fujiko. Ooh. Girl E and Mahiro were killed by that guy. You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now. But does Mahiro's murder actually have something to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated. No, the game and Mahiro's death are definitely related. Yoko's sus. You wouldn't vote for her because she's too cute, you'd blackmail her. I mean, she'd probably step on you. Shit, what am I looking for? There's an important clue that connects the two of them. Ah, yes. An important something connecting them? Is it this one? The picture of Mikan, Ibuki, and Hiyoko? I don't think so. What connects them all? I can't read the dialogue because it opened up the menu automatically. I want to say it's like the picture, right? But that seems like a bad choice. What connects these? The bat, perhaps. The bat's related. It's the only common element. I'm not sure about the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killers played the game. As proof, Mihiru was killed in the beach house. And Girl E, killed in game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection. Ooh, Hiyoko, you're being really suspicious. Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact way they avenged the first victim. Confess already, you're the one who killed the hero, right? You better cut that out right now. There's no way a stupid game would be the motive. You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge. Yeah, I'm with Pekka. If you keep making your mind up like that, we're just going to go around in circles. Ah, thank you, Pekko. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious? What are you... There's a possibility it's a trap set by the true killer. And here we come to it. Why do we have so much evidence of a certain other person at the scene, but no evidence of Fuyuhiko being there? A trap? What do you mean? The true killer played the game and most likely found out the relationships between the characters. That person could be using the knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko. Ah, here we go. Are you saying a completely different killer murdered Mihiru and used the game's motive as a cover? Isn't that what happened? Hiyoko! Ooh, an accusation! A new one at that. You admit you're generously, but you worship Shisho and Rabbit Artoria. If they... Well... Guardian moms, I think the definition has expanded to just older women these days, BB. We got a spicy accusation. A spicy accusation at Hiyoko. Ooh. Do you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer. What's this like? I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging bitch? Just kill Hiyoko? Why do you hate Hiyoko? She's sus? Footprints, probably? You saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing you of killing Mihiru? Ah, you're so mean! Why do you know Hiyoko? You know where Hiyoko was today? Go ahead, didn't need that. At the same time. Didn't go, that's complete bullshit. Wait a minute, you should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko. Seriously, I told you I didn't. But the footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours? And you ran screaming out of the beach house? I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide them based on ugliness. Oh, they're not Hyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprints I collected from your room match these footprints perfectly. Collected? I never gave you permission to touch that, you nasty pedo! That's right. Nasty pedo if you like her. Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance. Different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road Mihiru's body was leaning against? Are you saying when the person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet? The door was still accessible when they went in, and it wasn't when they left. Which means something happened between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko? I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house. Huh, so you finally decided to confess. I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine. Yes, there's an anime. There's an anime for these, and they're terrible. Or I'm told they're terrible. I haven't actually seen them myself. I've never heard of that daily routine before. And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk. I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all. Don't believe her so easy, dumbass. She's obviously lying. That's a lie? Yeah, it is a lie. It's pretty obvious. Sorry. People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. Oh, you ready? If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would ever be able to do that. Ooh, I don't know about that, Hiyoko. You're digging your own grave here. Letter on Mihiru is probably the only one here. I did go to the beach house. Only during my morning walk? That's unlikely. I didn't go any other time. And you didn't meet up with Mihiru at the beach house? Obviously not. Oops. This idiot. Alright. I'm gonna say the letter is relevant. You're wrong. I had to verify. I was trying to be patient. That one sounded like the right one, but I wasn't positive. I wanted to make sure I saw the other ones and knew that they were wrong. Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim to, that if you take a look at this letter? I was gonna tell you something in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put it in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. Pecco's a moral pillar. For now. For now. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep this a secret. Until then, try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Signed, Hiyoko Sanji. Ooh. That letter, it's the one Mihiru had, right? I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mihiru by exchanging letters with her. What is that letter? I'm serious, I just don't know. A sussy baka. Yeah, basically. Oh snap, I totally remember now. I saw you. We saw you running away from the beach house. Eh. Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you around 30 minutes later, so it would have been around 3:30 p.m. Nobody knows. I see, so if she... Is it Hajime? Is it Hajime? I don't think I know if it's not Hajime. I see, so if she met me here at 2:30 p.m., killed her, and ran away afterwards. I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko. You're wrong, you're totally wrong! Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner a few weeks ago. You should have seen Hiyoko, right? You didn't. It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time. Interesting. For some reason, that sounds suspicious too. Yeah, it's the truth. Deal with it. Pecco, you're looking really suspicious right now. If we don't want... An hour is a lot of time. I don't know. I feel like I just murdered someone and ran screaming. Pecco. Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mihiru at the beach house. Seriously, I didn't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling you the truth. I really don't know. Is she really crying or is she faking it? I hope she's faking it. She's probably faking it. We can assume she summoned Mihiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mihiru. There's evidence for that too. Yeah, Pecco's a little suspicious, but I don't know her motive. The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? The closet. Spot selection, that's new. Select a suspicious spot. That one. Or as he said, here! He said Kokoda, which is here, right? No, that's not a question. It's here. Alright, the place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet? That's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, right? What's a gummy? I've never eaten anything like that before. I've captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mihiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and fled the beach house like a swift wind. But Hiyoko miscalculated Mihiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Hold it right there. If this was Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, I'd be like, hold it! This is a mistake. The body appears to have been moved. As we have evidence she was killed in a single blow, and there's streaks that indicate the body was moved. I'm a little bit suspicious of that. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints. We've presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out. It's a trap. It's obviously someone's trap. Whose trap? Whose trap is it? Must be that one person, you know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer. You're the one who wore the mask and killed Mihiru, right? There's no way to wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something? That's right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belonged to Sparkling Justice. That was a terrible voice for her. Sparkling... what now? What? The mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mihiru. Why you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I will tear you limb from limb. Don't blame Miss Sonia, it's just a difference between cultures, a culture shock, you know? Hiyoko! And why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn. It's already in your heads. It's all in your heads. Why can't you understand I'm not the killer? Big gaze like soda. Wants to be stepped on by Sonia. Let's be honest, are you the ultimate mechanic Soda? Did you escape the island? It's true Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. It's so easily aligned. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel we're being directed by someone. Thank you for finally noticing if something's wrong. Footprints, trash cab, killer's escape route. I don't know what to use. Killer's escape route, maybe? I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru. Telling us a trap! There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right? That's... Weren't you also hiding in the closet? That's when you dropped the gummy? You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled to the beach house. From the beach house, whoops. At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. The door facing the road was blocked by the body. Oh. Natsu, you left your footprints. Ooh, it looks like everyone doubts Hiyoko. Is that really okay? I don't think that's quite right. Let me just check what this bullet actually gives us. The killer's escape route. That's completely wrong. It's a trap. There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right? Okay, I don't think the trash can's an answer either, right? Empty bottles? That doesn't tell me anything. Footprints? Gummy bag? Weren't you also hiding in the closet? Hold up, is the bag of gummies full? There's 4. That's not relevant. Okay. Chihiro's the trap. Afterward, you played from the beach scene. Yep. At the time, you are facing the road. Blocked by the body. I don't think it was blocked by the body. You're forced to flee from the beach. They are her footprints. They are her footprints, but what am I supposed to fire at her? Yeah, Chihiro's a dude, man. Wait, can we pick things up? Fast forward, truth bullet, concentrate, move reticle, silencer. Trash can. I'm not sure what to pick. I'm not sure what to pick for any of these. They all seem weird. The trash can might be something. You went to the beach house, yes, we know that. That's hiding in the closet, yeah. There's a trash can. After you fled from the beach house. Yes. Time to door facing. I don't know what to shoot here. I believe the door facing the road was blocked for here. I want to reset. Okay. Yep. Yoko's it's a trap. There's no doubt. It's accurate. I think the gummy... It's called yellow, but I mean, they have melon flavors, right? Four flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. There's yellow ones. It's not the gummies that are wrong. It's the trash can I think I want to use as evidence. I'm gonna try the crash class. No. Calm down and think, what's actually wrong here? I'm guessing it's melon. There's pictures of yellow. There's picture also includes yellow gummies, so I'm thinking it's real. So I think she dropped the gummy. After you played, yeah, that's accurate. The door facing the road was blocked by Mihiru's body. What in God's holy name are you blathering about? The footprints that were left on the beach are obviously Hyoko's. That's like this is just the beginning. Anyway, would you like a marshmallow tofu hot pot or a chocolate curry hot pot? Those both sound terrible. Those are concretely put through though. I shall render my verdict of It's a trap. What do I use for it's a trap? Went to the beach house, right? Yeah. Drop the gummy is accurate. After you fled the beach house? Is that really okay? I'm telling you, it's the killer's trap. Help me! Okay. Let's think. Trap. Is it a trap by the killer? There's a chance it's a trap by the killer. How would we shatter that? Let's think. How would we shatter that? Okay. Like, how does this get broken? You're not the killer, help you? Well, then explain it to me. Explain it to me. I don't know what the trigger is supposed to be, so hold up, let's go. It's not it. What are you doing? Okay, killer's escape route doesn't make sense because it's from the game. Alright, killer's escape route's from the game. Trash can has empty bottles. Probably drinks from the refrigerator. I don't know if that's relevant either. Okay, so next is it's not the trash can then. Let's see, yellow gummy doesn't make a lot of sense. The gummy is the trap, right? The gummy is the trap, if anything. So next we'd have to go to let's see, shower room. We can't use that as if it's killer's escape route. I don't think this one works, because it's specific to the game, right? Gummy on gummy? Why do you think gummy on gummy? It's a gummy candy. It's yellow. The bag has strawberry, which would be red, orange. What color is melon? Melon's yellow, right? It's not like we tasted it. Are they unrelated? Hold up, hold up. If I look at the packaging again. These gummies are fruit. Melon's green? Yeah, melon's green. I was gonna say there's no Monokuma on the packaging. Strawberry's red. Grape is purple, but we don't even see purple in the packaging, which is why I'm confused. Melon, you think's green? Melon green? Oh, I was thinking like cantaloupe. If you're thinking like watermelon, yeah, green might work. And then orange is obviously orange. Orange, yellow, green, red. See, I see orange, yellow, green, red on the packaging. But what if yellow is lemon, as BB said earlier? I was gonna look at the packaging and actually say these aren't shaped like Monokumas, or at least they don't look like Monokumas. Because the packaging itself doesn't detail Monokuma or specify his name anywhere. In fact, most of the food and items we've been given from the supermarket don't have Monokuma associated with them, so I'm gonna try Gummy Bag. I'm gonna try Gummy Bag on Gummy, like you said, although my reasoning is a little bit more flawed than yours. The melon is green, makes sense. And then you don't know what course. There's 4 colors here. You have red, green taken care of. There's no purple here is the thing. There's no purple in the gummy candy, but whatever. All right, you want to go with melons are green, and thus she's safe. I mean, to be fair, there is an apple that. Bananas are yellow. Bananas are yellow. Green is apple or melon. Green is actually watermelon on this package, and yellow is banana. Which would work. Whatever. But there's no banana listed in the description, so we shouldn't go with the image. Alright, whatever. We'll go with Gummy Bag, because Gummy Bag doesn't have a yellow flavor associated with it. Gummy Bag then. If you think green's gummy, I'm willing to take that shot, because that's a line of logic I can sort of get behind. The image doesn't match the description though. Really? Okay. Let's see his logic. I want to see his logic because I'm curious how this goes. About that gummy. Did Hiyoko really drop it? The only one foolish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there. You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller. It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand. The gummies you eat only have... This is the logic they're going with. Damn. Really? Okay. I don't quite agree with this because the picture clearly depicts yellow gummies. And, like, they have 4 flavors and 4 colors. There's 4 flavors, and the picture in the package has 4 colors of things. There's no purple anywhere in the candy, and they're all, oh, whatever. It's fine, it's fine. It clearly shows yellow. There's U and M are yellow. There's yellow banana, and apparently, but apparently yellow is excluded. Those aren't yellow, it's light green. I so disagree. Dark green and light green. You think it's dark green, light green? I disagree, but alright. I'm gonna go with this. I still disagree, but it's fine. What about the lemon flavor? Yeah, they're going with lemon is yellow. Yeah, damn. Gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. That gummy is yellow? That's not mine. The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies. It clearly had yellow in the depicted on the package. That is so dumb. Huh? I can see it in the picture. You lying pieces of trash. That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones. Bro, there's like 5 yellow ones on the package. Son of a bitch. Light green my ass. I'm not colorblind. I can't assume Hyoko's the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See, didn't I tell you it's definitely a trap? Who'd set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge. I'll pop you on the head with all my might! Oh. Hold on, you little bitch. You think you're in the clear because of a gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet. Oh, this trial. Alright, make our argument. Gummy bag. Do we want to just slap him with a gummy bag? The yellow gummy? I don't know. We're not done with Hyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left. Oh yeah? Talking about the footprints near the beach house, right? It's true, it's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiro for it! What does that mean? Right, use the last ounce of your strength. Ooh, autopsy report. Autopsy report! We have the evidence we need! That's wrong! That's wrong! I left those footprints during my morning walk! That's also a lie. I'm not supporting that bullshit. I gotta figure out what's right and wrong. It's the autopsy. We're not done with Hyoko yet. There's still evidence. So. It helps that there's a ton of stuff. Important piece of evidence, come on. We can thank Mahiro for it. God damn it, let me shoot that! We have the evidence we need. That's bullshit. I tried. During your morning walk is also bullshit, but it's something we can only reinforce. Try this again. We're gonna have to like fire a couple shots and then left click. We have time for it. It's just annoying because I didn't know how many clicks I needed. And we have to fast forward through this whole dialogue again. Alright, waiting here, waiting here. There we go, got it. Just fire more than once. The second bullet was to see if we could fire at the bottom and hit it anyway. Mahiro didn't block the door, her death was instant. Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt Mahiro died instantly. You keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you! Yeah, I'm sorry! Hyogo, you cannot do that! Only a coward threatens women! I'm pretty sure her death was instant too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiro isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it. Someone else? The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiro's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor. Yep, yep. But why did the killer block the door? Just ask Yoko. She's the killer after all. You still on that? She's fucking tiny. How does she move another person effectively? Seriously, that's not true. Let's assume Yoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? She handled the body that bloody. I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood. When I saw her, she was perfectly clean. She was clean. See, I told you I wasn't the killer. With this, my innocence has been proven. Uh-oh, we're getting in a fight. You haven't decided that yet. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is a killer? I'm telling you, she's the killer. That little bitch is definitely the killer. Ooh, someone's pissed off. Reference on the beach, metal shower, long barred window. Alright, the autopsy report. Advance. Yoko moved the body, and she should be covered in blood. So what, dumbass? And she moved the body? Oh, that's not right. You're saying blood can't be washed off by taking a shower? Ridiculous. You never kill a Kiryu with that attitude. Sorry. I can't press it up. I was in a hurry. Shower room. Evidence. There we go. There we go. Sorry. You only have so much time. Yeah, Pekka washed it off by swimming. I know, that's why I said she's so suspicious now. Like, okay, the body was... That's why I said Pekka was, like, setting off all those alarms earlier, where Pekka was clearly saying wrong things, and I'm like, no, that's not right. Washing up in the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house is out of order. Yep. Out of order? I'm terribly sorry, I haven't had any time to actually repair it. Then maybe she took her clothes off from the body. When she was done, she put them back on. What do you think I said? Did something that perverted? Yoko taking her clothes off before committing the murder? No. She wasn't wearing clothes at all. She can't get dressed by herself. She wasn't wearing clothes at all, of course! Why didn't I think of that? Listen, Hihiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before. I can't help it, I can't make a motor sash by myself. Way early in the chapter that happened, yep. Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes. Because she can't do up her sash properly. Oh, what? Yeah, she couldn't tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad. Imagine not taking off your clothes for like several days because you don't know how to tie a knot. That's gotta be embarrassing, right? I didn't smell it. It only smelled a little. Ah, of course. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. But if I did, it wasn't that bad. Wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place? Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet. Damn right, I'm such a stickler for the rules. Even the safari park rangers want nothing to do with me. If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hyoko do with the blood that got on her? Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place because I never touched Mihiro's body. If you think about it the other way, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious? Oh boy, here we go. It's Muscles is the next girl. If so, I believe Akane was covered with blood when we met up to go to the beach. Didn't I tell you it was because I got beat up by Coach Negamara? This should be. I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down. Doubting me of all people, you got some nerve. I'll bend you in half so I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowling position for the rest of your life. Or bowing position. Whoops. Said bowling. Bowling position. That actually sounds pretty cool. I'm totally on board with that. The hell it does. The hell it does. He just doesn't want to be bent in half. More importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer? Seems like it. Seems like it. Oh, you extract? I was thinking of going back and extracting the color, actually. See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mihiru. Because Mihiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she's very, very kind. There's no way I'd kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are so stupid, stupid. Okay. Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is alright now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barb! I hope you get a hangnail and die! Damn, that'd be a killer. That'd be a killer hangnail. Holy shit. I'm sorry for being pig barb! More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hyoko of being sus? Could it be? Does he have something else in mind? Hyoko, now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth? Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right? Like I said, it was a trap. I got that already. Can you give us the details of that trap? I'd like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue. Fine, you want me to talk, huh? Early this morning, Mihiru was the one who came to me. She asked if we could meet up earlier. Didn't you say earlier? She never talked to me at all. Hey, what a surprise. I didn't expect the ass such an easy question. So that was a lie? I thought I'd be doubted if I admit it, so I figured it was better not to say anything. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, what was your answer to Mihiru's invitation? I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Oof. Unlike everyone else here, Mihiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with. You always say something snide. At that time, we're supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon there was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yes. This one. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m. Seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Ooh. BB wants to be in Monokima's place, not as one of the killers. Mihiru Koizumi. Well, I got bad news for you, BB. One of the players was Monokuma last game, so you might be the killer. Letter Hyoko received, added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time. But the letter Hyoko had, doesn't it clearly contradict other evidence? What's the Monokuma file say? It's either Monokuma file, right? This letter, doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mihiru had? Though we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? Beach house, second island at 2:30 p.m. Interesting. Interesting, the plot thickens. Mihiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m., but in Hyoko's letter, about we discussed earlier, it says 2 p.m. The meeting times are off. The meeting times are off. It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It'd be plausible if one said it, but for both letters to say the same thing. Since you wrote it, Hyoko, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you? It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Both, right? It's gotta be both. They have the same font. Or writing, sorry. The killer must have forged both letters. That's how we should think about it. The killer forged them so they can manipulate their actions. Seems very likely, in fact. You compare both letters. Confirmed. Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too. Like this part, I was gonna tell you in person, but I couldn't find you. So I put this in your mailbox. Ooh. This part, it seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this third part, let's keep it a secret. Until then, try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of these letters. And in doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and Mihiru to do their bidding. Like a netherworld puppeteer.
私はそれにまんまと騙されて、それでお姉を殺した犯人に。
They completely tricked me and then Mihiru's killer.
ひどいよ。お姉を返してよ。
Ah, how mean! Give me back Mihiru!
本当だよ。本当にひどい話だよ。
So terrible.
これだけ言ったのに、今回の犯人は僕に何の相談もしてくれなかった。
I offered to help so many times, but the killer this time didn't discuss their play with me at all.
けど、悪いのは僕の方だよね。自分の頼りがいのなさが。
It's all my fault. I'm ashamed of being so unreliable.
油断してるとすぐにこれっす。
Here we go again. Okay, let our guard down. This happens.
後で軽く殴り殺しておくか。
We can just lightly punch him to death later.
西園寺はこの手紙通りに14時にビーチハウスに行ったんだな。
So, based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
大事なのはその続きだ。一体そこで何があったのだ。
What's most important is what happened afterwards. What on earth happened there?
寝ちゃった。
Hey, I fell asleep.
どうして寝ちゃうんですか。
Why did you fall asleep?
私だって寝たくて寝たわけじゃないよ。多分薬みたいのを嗅がされたんだと思う。
Not like I wanted to. I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
ゲロゲロ？薬をですか？
Medicine?
その薬ってもしかしてドラッグストアから調達したんですかね。
That medicine, could it be? Did they get it from a drugstore?
前から危ないなって思ってたんですよ。本来は届け出が必要な薬品も平気で放置してあったし。
I thought the place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines lying out in the open. You knew something about that from the start. You should have done it. Done something about it. Oh, I'm so sorry.
で、起きたらいつの間にか狭いクローゼットの中に押し込まれてて。
When I woke up, I was in a small closet.
慌てて出たら、
And when I pushed out,
そこに小泉お姉の死体があって。
I saw Mihiru's body. I saw Mihiru's body.
で、取り乱してビーチハウスから逃げ出したってとこに繋がるわけっすか。
Ah, and that's why you ran into the beach house in such a panic.
怖かったんだよ。
I was scared. I was really scared. I couldn't help but... couldn't help. She's not in a good state, is she?
きっと犯人は最初から西園寺さんを犯人に仕立て上げようとしてたんだろうね。
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start.
そのために被害者より先に西園寺さんを呼び出してクローゼットで眠らせておいたんだよ。
And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mihiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her in the closet.
小泉の死体でドアを塞いだのも西園寺に証拠の足跡を残させることが目的か。
Their reason for blocking the door with Mihiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave the footprints as evidence.
何もかも西園寺さんを犯人に仕立て上げるためだったんですね。
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer.
ひどいよ。
Horrible, I didn't do anything wrong and I was
してないのに。
framed by Mihiru's
殺
killer.
した犯人なんかに。
I was framed by Mihiru's killer. Yeah, okay, we get it. It's sad. We get it. We get it.
西園寺さん、
Hiyoko,
もう泣かないでください。
Hiyoko, please don't
私
cry.
た
We
ちはあ
believe
なた
you.
のことを信じていますから。
I'm sorry to hear that Mihiru's dead, though.
そんな簡単に信じちまっていいのかよ。それだって嘘なき
Oh my god, we already had the machine gun fight. Get out of here, Kazuria. Is it really easy to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know. This will never end if you keep being so damn suspicious. Holy shit, man.
学級裁判ってやつなんじゃねえのか。
Isn't that what a class trial is all about?
生き残るための唯一の方法が疑うこと。
The only way to survive is to be
他
suspicious.
人を徹底的に疑い合う場だ。
This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other.
なのに簡単に他人を信じるとかどうかしてんだろ。どっか湧いてんじゃねえのか。
So if you believe in each other so easily, there's definitely something wrong with you.
それは違うよ、クズユ君。ここは疑い合う場所じゃなくて協力し合う場所だよ。
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We're not supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together.
みんなで協力して努力して、そして勝利を目指す場所が学級裁判なんだ。
The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory.
それ以外のみんな、二つに分かれた希望がたった一つだけの希望をつかみ取ろうとする。
I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious she wasn't the killer because she ran away basically in tears. She could be faking it, but like, it'd be pretty suspicious. Then there's the fact that Monokuma declared her as like one of the first people to find the body, right? If she's the killer... Okay, think of it this way. I want to count the people who saw the corpse. The killer doesn't count. First person. Question mark. First person, if you assume she's the killer, it's Hiyoko. The second person is our friend. What's his face? Soda. And then the third person's us. Monokuma wouldn't say 3 people found the body. Monokuma would have said no people, which means someone else had to have seen the body before us. That wasn't Hiyoko. Which would be weird. Why wouldn't they admit to finding the body and just walk away? Which would make Fuyuhiko really suspicious because he was in the area. So either he saw the body before anyone else did, or Hiyoko's not the killer. So you didn't really need too much evidence. You could have kind of like logicked that one out if you wanted to. Which is kind of nice. The game lets you do that. So I was thinking Hiyoko doesn't really make a lot of sense as the killer. She's suspicious. It looks suspicious, but you're going to assume that it's not that person because it's way too obvious and it's too sketchy. Yeah, if you killed someone in a panic, it's actually fairly reasonable that, or like in a blind rage and then recovered from that, like you had a mental breakdown or something, you might actually run away crying and scared because you were like, oh my god, I can't believe I just killed someone. Lots of people also have panic attacks after they kill people in real life, man. It's not completely unreasonable. That's why they have to condition soldiers to kill people and they still get PTSD, right? Like half of basic training is physical and the other half is mentally preparing you to shoot someone, and they're still bad at recruits are still bad at shooting people. Cause it's like really hard to kill someone. So if you kill someone, you're usually not like in the best mental state. That's also why there's a lot of medieval battles where not a lot of people actually died and they could consistently fight season after season because it turns out peasants who aren't trained to kill people and are just told to kill people at someone else's behest really bad at actually aiming for vitals and killing people because, you know, they have no training and no willpower to kill people, and their opponents don't really want to kill anyone or fight all that much either. Why you need sociopaths or people who've already gotten over that ill, yeah. Or that's why you need training to make it so you can actually kill people. Lots of training and experience. Anyway, the killer and everyone. 2 hopes attempted to grasp the one true hope. 2 hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be. He's on the side of whoever wins. It's great. I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. I believe the absolute hope exists where 2 hopes clash. He goes full Junko. Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray, and you do not yet yearn for your life, or even for victory. I just wish he'd side with the enemy already so I can understand what he's saying. Stop. Believing everything he says is a waste of time. Thank you, Hajime, for being one of the few people with a solid head on your shoulders. No wonder he's the protagonist. Yeah, we need to figure out who Mihiro's killer is. There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko told us. Let's believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone. Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job! That's the right way! That's the splendid power of teamwork! What do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want! Aww. He's sleeping!
は何も分かってねえよ。そうやってたどり着いた先に何があるってんだ。
You bastards don't know anything if you're stupid enough to trust each other.
残酷な真実だけだろうが。
The only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth. The truth may be bitter, but we can't stand here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who Matero's true killer is, there's no way we'll all survive. Air Terrors crosses a fork and knife. Of course, because he wasn't killed. He was, turned into some delicious tempura. Ah, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I'd like to present the answer right here, right now. That's right, you're gonna spoil who the killer is? Haha, if I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll feel despair. You can't, that's a big no-no. But spoiling now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So without further ado, the answer is, yeah, you can't. Everyone, please close your eyes, cover your ears. Correct, you say Nanu in German when you're surprised. What? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Is Monokuma giving us good trivia? I don't know how much I want to trust Monokuma's trivia. Yep, apparently. I'm Monomi and my heart's throbbing like crazy right now. So Monomi, I think the person who killed the wonderful hero Kozumi is in the room. Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! I can't do anything, how annoying, but I'm just gonna believe in everyone. It's the least I can do. Everyone, do your best, don't lose to yourselves, and don't forget to save regularly. Casual meta commentary. Well, now that we decided to believe Hyoko, now what? Well, he said when you're surprised. So he's right. He's right. If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, and something that used there might be a clue. You mean the letter? It was probably the gummy. Candy can be a clue. When he woke up, was the gummy already there? Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't. Just as I thought. Just as you thought. If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away while she found it. Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house? The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left? They wouldn't have to do something so troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house. Impossible, there's nowhere to hide. I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away. There was nobody there. Does that mean the killer came back? Which one? Right. Solution to the problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think. I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You'll dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called Logic Dive. Brain Logic Dive will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. Alright. You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key. Press the right mouse button to brake and the left mouse button to jump. Right brakes, left jumps. Okay. There will be obstacles you encounter as you progress through the course. Make sure you're familiar with the controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you'll take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump the walls. Upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into paths, so pick the path you think is correct. Branching questions appear several times in one course. Be careful. I highly recommend you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice for you. If you press escape during Logic Dive, you can review the controls. Well, good luck and have fun. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Brain Blast! Logic Dive. I need to double check what the controls are. Jump is left. Okay, that works. Brake is right. That's what it is. Accelerate is control. Move is mouse. Ooh, that's awkward. Left is jump. Brake is right. Left is jump. Brake is right. Control is accelerate. Alright. You can also use WAS to move, apparently. I'm just gonna accelerate. This is pretty easy so far. Question 1. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Oh, it's before, right? When did the killer arrive at the beach house? After Hiyoko, right? It's after Hiyoko, right? No, it's before Hiyoko. What? It's before Hiyoko, what? Or, yeah, he first arrived before, that makes sense. Okay. I'm on board with this now, never mind. Alright. So the wrong question sends you tumbling. Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hiyoko left. That makes sense, right? Okay. Interesting, we're speeding up a bit. Okay. Who was the killer? Where was the killer hiding while she was unconscious? Could have been the beach house or the beach, right? But it's probably the beach house. Almost certain of that. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting mechanic. Feel like having a trip. You mean like going on a trip, or that you're having a trip with playing this game? I'll accept either answer. Both is good. I think the killer might have been hiding. We had a brain blast. We had a Jimmy Neutron moment. He spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language you can understand? Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful when she stopped being a subject. There shouldn't have been a place in time. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko. What are you saying? Stop being annoying. I'm gonna make Kane bop you on the head and shut you up for good. I don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer's like, place Yoko hasn't looked is. Okay, she looked there. She didn't look the closet. Did she search the closet? The bath? She said she checked the tower room. Shower room. She didn't check up here. The bottles are weird. They'd freeze. It's in here, and it's in the surfboard case. It's in the surfboard case. The killer was probably hiding in the closet. That's where I was locked up. Okay. I wanted to see the fridge because people were memeing fridge, and I thought it'd be hilarious if it was like the killer was in the fridge, nobody saw them, they're just AFK in the middle of nowhere. That would have been so funny. But yeah, the surfboard. So one of the surfboards was specifically noted, or the case was specifically noted to have the surfboard removed from it, which made no sense. Why would you remove a case from a surfboard? The closet was also a complete mess for no reason. So clearly, if we're going to pick a list, that's where weird things happen again. That's where I was locked up. After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? You probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully. Could two people even hide in such a small place? Without Hyoko knowing? That's why the killer arranged a hiding place. Exactly. It's the surfboard thing on the right. The killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. I can only think of one place. The place where the killer was hiding in the closet was... Okay, this is obvious, right? Now that you see it again, it's obvious, right, guys? It's this place, right? What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden there. Inside the surfboard case? Shelf it was on was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf, and there were surfboards that weren't even in the case. This killer probably did it on purpose to secure a hiding place. We haven't been on the island that long. The closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think. The killer was that close to me during that time? Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to me. In for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak. Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse? I wouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak. Anyway, killer hid silently. And after making sure Hyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case. I agree as well. Seriously? No one asked what you think. There's no way the killer would leave Hyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence they had planted, it would have messed up their plans. It makes more sense to think the killer was hiding in the beach house watching Hyoko. Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask. Alright, if you don't want to get friggin' punched, just stand still and let me punch you. Wait, that doesn't make sense. It's a double negative. Oh, you shut up. Well, grit your fucking teeth. Sorry, Akane, it's not like that. Monokuma, can I ask you something that seems strange to me? What? What? I believe Prince Shotoku is from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
未来人の話はまた今度聞くとして
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time.
確か
As I
死体
recall,
発見アナウンスが流れる条件に3人以上の人間が死体を発見ってあったよね
the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
あの3人以上って犯人自身も含める
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people? It's true, but it's something like that. It's basically, it's supposed to be.
歯切れが悪いね
You don't sound very articulate. Jeez, you're really annoying for noticing something like that. Oh, interesting. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been
だから
found.
推理に持ち出されるのはいかんだってまあその言い分もわからなくないけどね
They're saying it's unfortunate I used it for deduction. I understand your excuse,
だ
but
って死体を発見するシチュエーション次第では3人以上のルールが致命的になる場合もあるしね
depending on who actually found the body, it's possible your 3 or more rule could be deadly. Well, as long as they keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some
フレキ
flexibility.
シブルな対応ね
Flexibility.
彼はどうなの犯人を含んだ3人なのそうじゃないの
What about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not? You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? Hold on.
今回は犯人以外の3人が小泉さんの死体を発見しているんだね
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mihiru's body.
それがどうしたんだ
What's wrong with that?
なんとなく気になったから聞いただけだよそれより
I
話
thought
を
it
戻
was
そう
strange.
か
More important, I just thought it was something strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
お前さんが横道にそらしたんじゃろうが
Yeah, we didn't actually need that information, it was just supporting evidence. But here we are. You're the one who went on a tangent.
犯人がサーフボードケースに隠れてたってところからですよ
We
ね
were saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
そんでひよこちゃんが走り去った後で犯人は悠々と証拠隠滅ライフを味わったと
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying
だ
evidence.
が話を進める前にはっきりさせておかねばならぬことがあったはずだ
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear.
犯人は西園寺が逃げる前に死体でドアを塞いだはずだが結局その時についた血はどうしたのだ
The killer blocked the roadside door with Mihiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
そういや
I think I did his wrong.
その謎の決着がまだだったの
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved.
大丈夫だよここまでたどり着いた君たちならその答えだってすぐに見つけられるはずだよ
It's gonna be alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too.
議論を再開させようか
Now let's start the argument, shall we? Now I'll explain to you the final feature in non-stop debates. From this point forward, you'll be able to use the truth flashback. If you hold down LMB, the shape of the reticle will change. If you aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you'll memorize it. Memorized phrase can be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different bullet, it will disappear from your cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't have the answer to a lie or mistake in your available bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use it to make your case. When's the best time for a flashback? Guess you'll just have to find out. By the way, you won't be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. Remember that it's only effective when refuting points. I see. Good luck and have fun. Thanks, game. Back to alright. Our least favorite game comes back to bite us. We got a shower room as the only bullet.
犯人は体についた血を
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
シンプルに洗い流した
Maybe they simply washed it off?
シャワーは使え
They couldn't use the shower, right? Yep.
なら洗い流すのは無理じゃねえか。
別にシャ
I
ワーを
wanted to absorb impossible. That one.
あ、クローゼットのウェットスーツは
Wetsuits in the closet.
あれを着て死体を運んだのかもよ。
シャワー以外のものを使えば汚れたウェットスーツはどうすんのさ。
What did they do with the bloody
バラして
wetsuit?
トイレに
They flushed it? As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet. Don't get fired up about that.
発想だ。
It's the other way. It's the
犯
other
人
way.
以外が死体を動かしたとか
Perhaps someone other than the
洗
killer
い流
moved
せ
on?
たんじゃないかな。
Maybe they were able to wash it off. If they use that person's opinion, I may be able to break the contradiction. I'm definitely using it other than the shower.
体についた血をどうしたのかな。
シンプルに洗い流したんじゃないの。
シャワーは使えねえんだろ。なら洗い流すのは無理じゃねえか。
No!
シ
No!
ャワーを使わなくったって。
I fired and then it spawned. Oh, that's so
ウェ
rude.
ットスーツはあれを着て死体を運んだのかもよ。
シャワー以外のものを使えば汚れたウェットスーツは
Oh, such BM.
バラしてトイレに
Let me restart already.
毎朝クソを流してるわしには断言で
Why do you always do this?
詰まるぞ。
Why do you always get fired up about bathrooms?
発想だ。犯人以外が死体を動かしたとか。
15 seconds. I just lost all the extra time I recovered.
犯人は体についた血をどうしたのかな。
シンプルに洗い流したんじゃないの。
シャワーは使えねえんだろ。なら洗い流すのは無理じゃねえか。
God
別にシャワーを使わなく
fucking damn it.
クロ
Every
ーゼットのウェットスーツは
freaking
あれを着て死体を
time.
運んだのかも
Holy
よ。
shit.
シャワー以外のものを使えば汚れたウェットスーツはどうすんのさ。
バラしてトイレに
毎朝クソを流してるわしには断言できる。絶対に詰まるぞ。
逆転の発想だ。犯人以外が死体を動かしたとか洗い流せたんじゃないかな。
2 minutes left. We can do this. Come on.
体についた血を
What would the killer do with the blood in the water? Yep.
シンプルに洗い流したんじゃないの。
They washed it off. Can't do it in the
シャワ
shower.
ーは使えねえんだろ。なら洗い流すのは無理じゃねえか。
There we go. Got it.
それは違うぞ。
Wait for it to spawn and then shoot it, then fire.
毎日
How
を
annoying.
洗い流すだけなら何もシャワーを使わなくたってできたはずだ。
If they just need to wash off blood, they didn't need to use the shower.
シャワー以外のものを使えばいいんだからな。
You could easily use something
シャ
else.
ワー以外のものってなんだよ。
Like what? Something other than the shower they used to wash off blood?
そうか。
It drinks in the fridge, obviously, right, guys?
あれを使えば体についた血を洗い流せるよな。
Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood that drinks in the refrigerator? Oh. I figured Pekka would stab at some point. In theory, but that's impossible. Why?
あの冷蔵庫をよく思い出してみる。そうすればわかるはずだ。
Remember the refrigerator carefully and you'll understand.
冷蔵庫のドリンクを使った可能性など存在しないということがな。
There's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used. Oh. I hope you enjoy getting your throat slit via trash
ビーチ
can.
ハウスの冷蔵庫に確かにドリンクがあったが、ドリンク1本の量とても血を洗い流すには足りんぞ。
Oh, I didn't get that one. It's so threatening, Mike. We're moving
ビ
near
ーチ
the
ハウ
face.
スの冷蔵庫確かにドリンクがあったが、ドリンク1本のとても血を洗い流すには足りんぞ。
That was way more cutting than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be one or two.
使ったドリンクが1本だけとは限らない。大量に使えば洗い
Could have used a bunch of them to wash them off.
ありえないと言っただろ。あの冷蔵庫に水の類はなく、
No water bottles? Ha! Get wrecked.
いや、あの冷蔵庫には水があった。
Oh, there were water bottles in the fridge.
何度も言わせるの。あそ
こには水などどこにも。
How many times do I have to tell you there were no water bottles in there whatsoever?
それは事件後の話だろ。
After the incident,
前は違う。
but before,
ちゃんと水はあったんだ。
there were water bottles in it
そ
before.
して犯人はその水をすべて使って自分の体の血を洗い流したんだ。
And the killer took all those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
使ったからあそこにはなかったというのか。
But
そ
so
んな
you're
ものはこじつけだ。
saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
こじつけなんかじゃない。
Not a fallacy.
証拠ならちゃんとゴミ箱の中に残ってたはずだ。
There's evidence in the trash
大量
can.
に捨てられた同じ種類のペットボトル。
Like a lot of thrown away bottles, right, Chiaki?
ああ、確かにこれって水のペットボトルって感じのデザインだね。
Ah, you're right. They do look like they might have been filled with water.
つうか実際そうだぞ。
Now that you mention it.
俺何日か前にビーチハウスに行った時、そのペットボトルで水を飲んだ気がする。
When I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel I drank one of the water bottles.
もっと早く気づいてくださいよ。
Should have said sooner.
では、ペットボトルの水をシャワー代わりにしたのは本当なのですね。
Then plastic bottles were used in place of the shower. Yes.
大量のペットボトルの水を全身に浴びたなんて実にシンプルで納得しやすい答えっすもん。
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is a simple and easy to understand explanation. You're right, Ibuki. Wait. Now that I think about it, if they soak their entire body with plastic water bottles, if they did that, the person would.
ひなたくんも気づいちゃったみたいだね。
It seems you understand who the killer is.
ほら、やっぱりそうだ。
Just as I thought.
待ちやがれ。犯人に気づいただと？
You know who the killer is?
それって
Is that true?
そうか。それは
Who might that be?
誰が知っているのだ。
Use the ocean to wash it. There might be a blood trail leading to the ocean, though, BB. That's one concern. If there's that much blood, there might be a blood trail. But yeah, using the ocean to wash the blood off would make a lot of sense. I don't know. I guess they were like literally dripping blood or something. If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto that killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Someone who was wet. Literally ever.
お前しかいない。ペコ山、お
Heko,
前なのか？
Heko, is it you?
ちょっと何黙ってんの？犯人じゃないかって疑われてんだよ。
What are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the
で
killer.
は、とりあえず聞いておこうか。
Then I should ask you,
私が犯人だと思うのが。
why do you believe I'm the killer?
海水浴の待ち合わせの時、ダイナーに来たお前の姿を思い出したんだ。
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach, your appearance when you came to the diner. Covered in water and looking good. What a waste. Aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
犯人がペットボトルの水で全身を洗い流したなら、そいつは濡れてなきゃおかしい。
If the killer washed the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body.
タオル類が置いてなかったし、水を完全に乾燥させるにも時間がかかるからな。
If there were no towels in the beach house, then it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry.
人泳ぎしてきたなんて言ったんじゃないのか？
You said you were swimming, so you'd have a cover story.
黙ってねえで何とか言えよ。
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
待てや。
Hold on.
てめえらはそいつをダイナーで見ただけで、ビーチハウスから来たのを見たわけじゃねえんだろ。
You saw her at the diner, right? You never saw her near the beach house.
だったら本当に泳いでただけかもしれねえだろ。
Maybe she really was swimming.
泳いでるのを見たやつだっていねえじゃねえか。
No one saw her swimming.
俺が見
I
て
saw.
るぞ。
I saw her.
は？
You saw her.
俺はてめえらとダイナーで会った後、ホテルに帰る途中でそいつとすれ違ったんだ。
After you, a friend to you passed her at the diner. I crossed paths with her on my way home.
だからそいつは間違いなくビーチハウスとは逆の方向からダイナーに来たはずだ。
There's no doubt she would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach
待
house.
てよ、それはおかしいだろ。さっきお前は言ってたじゃないか。
Hold up. That's right. Didn't you just say that earlier? It's a coincidence you didn't pay attention to the beach house and you didn't pass anyone, right? You went straight back, you didn't see anyone. Fuyuhiko, what are you doing, accomplice, sir?
お前は誰とも会ってないって言ったはずだ。忘れたなんて言わせないぞ。
You said you didn't see anyone. Don't tell me you forgot that. Yeah.
まだだ。まだその女が犯人だって決めるのは早いぞ。
Not so fast. It's too soon to decide she's the killer.
犯人がどうやってビーチハウスから出たのかがはっきりしてねえじゃねえか。
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
そういえばそうでしたね。
You mentioned it. You're right. Why are they working together?
道路側のドアは塞がれてるし、ビーチ側の方は足跡が残るから無理と。
I mean, the suspicion was that it was he the killer or he was working with someone, right? So we're still partially right. I wasn't positive. Sorry, I need to get a drink. I'll be right back, guys. Welcome back to Danganronpa. Alright, the question, why they work together, I don't know. But I was suspecting Fuyuhiko of being the killer or working with the killer. And we were suspecting that she swam from the beach house, but maybe that's not what actually happened. Still, why is he working? Maybe he wanted her dead because she was somehow related to the killing of his sister? Maybe that's the motive? I'm not sure how Pekko's the killer. Or what Pekko's motive as the killer is. Kind of weird. I guess if she's like the avenging angel that does all this, then I guess she's getting revenge for an indirect cause of a murder by like the second, like with 1 degree of separation. Are you serious? That's pretty dumb. Because it was like it wasn't even like she asked for it to happen. Oh, whatever. Roadside door was blocked, and it's impossible to leave from the beach side without leaving footprints. Oh, you're gonna go with this. Is that what you're gonna go with, buddy? And how the fuck did the killer escape?
どうして冬彦ちゃんが抜きになってるんですか？疑われているのはペコちゃんなんですよ。
Why are you all fired up? Hugo, you're not the suspect. Echo is. Echo is. Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got. Dude, you've been sweating super hard the minute we moved past you. The moment we moved past,
答えられるかもしれないよ。
the minute we moved past Hiyuko. We might have an answer.
本当にわかるというのか。
Do you really?
今までずっとわからなかった謎なんだぞ。
This mystery seems unsolvable.
でもね、ペコ山さんが犯人だと仮定すると、その謎の答えも見えてきそうな気がするんだ。
Well, if Pekko's the killer, I might just have an answer to that mystery. I see.
ならば聞かせてもらおうか。
Then let's hear this alleged method
出た方法とやらをな。
of escaping the beach house.
じゃあ、まずは犯人がどこから出たのかをはっきりさせよっか。
First, let's establish how the killer escaped. The killer's escape route. I might know what it is. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening. The small window in the shower room. Easy.
道路側の出入り口も
That one's easy. They're trying to make us feel good.
他に考えられるのは
The roadside and beachside doors aren't an option. The only other thing I can think of is
シャワールームの小窓以外にないはずだ。
nothing really, except the small window in the shower room.
あの窓の高さを知らねえのかよ。ペコ山に届くような高さじゃねえんだよ。
Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Pekko could have reached it.
例えば誰かに手伝ってもらえば。
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
肩車でもしたら届くかもしんねえけど、手伝った方が取り残されちまうぞ。
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left
何
behind.
か道具を使った可能性はありませんか？例えばロープのようなものとか。
Is it possible an object would use a rope, for instance?
で、使った後の道具はどうすんだ。外に捨てたとか間抜けなこと言うんじゃねえだろな。
And what happened to the rope after they used it? Don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
それだと修学旅行のルールに引っかかるぞ。
Of course not. That would violate the school trip rule. Littering's not allowed. Remember, you get murdered for littering here.
禁止。たとえ証拠品であっても、それは同じっすね。
Littering is prohibited, even if it might be evidence that rules are still rules.
ほら見ろ。
There's no way they would have been
あ
escaped
の
from
窓
it.
からは出られねえんだよ。
He's secretly just a sim?
道具を使えばいいんだよ。
You'd have to use an object.
千秋ちゃん、
ちゃダメっすよ。道具は使えないって今言った。
Chaka, don't fall asleep on us. We just said they couldn't use an object.
道具を使えないって話
No,
だ
no.
ったっけ？
There's definitely something you can use.
道具を処分できないって話じゃなかった？
I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
そっか、別に処分なんかしなくてもずっと隠して持ってればいいんですよ。
You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
はあ？猫山お姉は水着なんだよ。隠すってどこに隠すの？
Taka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
女の特別な場所とか言ったらお前にぶっ込むぞ。
If you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours.
嫌です。もうしないでください。
Don't be so violent. Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. The only thing I can think of is the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus and think. The object they used to escape the window. What did they use to escape? There's no stepladder. Okay, what is this word? I want to think. What is this word? It's not a sword. It's not a surfboard. What is this word? It's 6 plus 6 and 5. 6 and 5. 2 words. What do you use to escape at the window in the shower room? Can't look at evidence right now, by the way. Evidence bullets are inaccessible. Truth bullets are inaccessible. What did they use? The garbage bin? G-A-G. C-R-A-S-H is 5. I was thinking trash bin, that doesn't quite work. Be toilet? T-O-I-L-E-T maybe is the first letter? Toilet maybe? It's tall, S-E-A-T, toilet seat. M's a miss, I know that. Okay, I'm not actually sure what it's supposed to be because it's not giving me the letters. But I think it's supposed to be. So I'm guessing, by the way. I have no clue what this is. Is it B? It's a B. What is B? A-T-A... B-A-T... What is B? It's B something. Behind. Maybe it's behind? Is it behind, maybe? I'm not sure which word I'm creating. back? What's BA? I still know what it is. It's BA. I'm literally guessing every letter. Okay, bamboo. That's the only word I can think of that looks like that. I don't understand the word though. I literally have one word and I don't know what the fuck I'm guessing. Bamboo. What the fuck? Bamboo sword? Is that what we're guessing? Bamboo sword? I think that's what we're guessing. Yeah, I literally had to get the entire thing. The heck was bamboo sword in there? Seriously, bamboo sword was the word? Holy shit, who was gonna guess that with, like, just looking at the letters? How the heck would you guess what word that was? Bamboo sword? Fuck. I mean, I could have probably gotten it a couple letters earlier, honestly, but guessing for the number of words? Fuck, I have no clue. Like, there's no way you guess bamboo sword as your first answer, because I looked at sword and was like, I don't know. Long sword? Great great sword, like katana. Katana matches. I didn't find any K's, so I was like, alright, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I didn't know it was bamboo either. I thought it was I thought it was like a kendo sword. Isn't it like a kendo sword? Those have like a proper name, don't they? I didn't think they were just called bamboo swords. Hold up. Let's see. Kendo sword name. Yeah, it's a shinai. Which we weren't seeing either. Shinai. So, bamboo is not the right word. Whatever. Oh well. If I recall correctly, you had it then. Despite the fact you had a swimsuit on, you were wearing your bamboo sword. I'm not gonna lie, that actually sounds really suspicious if you think about it. He's like, oh yeah, I was swimming for 3 hours in the ocean, and I didn't bring a towel, but I brought my sword with me. That's a training sword. What? Like, really? Despite the fact you had a swimsuit on, you were wearing your bamboo sword. I should have actually picked up on that. That was really sketchy. I mean, coming back claiming you had swum for 3 hours is also sketch too when no one saw you. Are you saying she used the bamboo sword to escape through the window? Yes, she used the bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped through the window. A sword as a step stool? You see, I knew it. I knew it was a ninja. Didn't I tell you? A ninja could climb that easy. Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool. Wow, just like a Japanese ninja. Ninjas only exist in Japan. It is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb. Well, Peko, do you have anything to say for yourself? Other than pain, Peko? Now the time's come again for the panic talk action. Let's talk a bit about Fever Time and Nega Time. Oh boy. You really use Fever Time by pressing space. When Fever Time's activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max, but you won't miss. Pressing L and B when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault. Only until focus runs out, so make the best possible use. Of course, you're not the only one who gets it. There's something called Nega Time your opponent gets. If they activate it, Your tempo disappears, making it hard to press the buttons in rhythm. Don't rhyme with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty setting. I won't tell them they have to redo the class trial. Holy shit, you have to redo the whole class trial if you change difficulty? Jesus. Well, good luck and have fun. Hold on a second. She's saying she used her sword as a step stool. Put out the fucking window. What about the sword? Would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't be able to cover it. Well, you see, that would have been impractical. So... yeah, why the fuck do you care, Fuyuko? Shut the fuck up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me. If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me. Jesus, man. Jeez, the bamboo as a step stool would have been left behind. Why are you... seriously, Fuyuko, why? Seriously, Fuyuko, why? Hold up, I need to double check. Reloads tab. Base. Block out attack is left mouse? Really? I thought it was like right mouse, left mouse. Use the sword instead of what was left behind. Wait, what? Final strike the left mouse button? Oh! Doi! I figured it out. You actually have to select all four, my bad. I just realized you have to select all four. I was really confused. I select one and I was like, is that not the right one? Yeah, it's bamboo sword bag. I was selecting one and was really confused why it wasn't working. I was like, can I not shoot? What's going on? Hatterman's not the Blackens, too bad. The Blackens graduated splendidly, congratulations. And now the others will be punished, really. This is our end. Would you like to retry? Yeah, that's annoying. We will never give up. Right. Skip, why the fuck do you care, buddy? Alright, back into the action. I'm sorry, I'm not used to the Panic Attack action's final moments. Like this is like a really
踏み台にしたらその市内が残されちまうだろうがこれで
There we go, got it. Yeah, it was at least a week ago before last trial. It's more like I expected to only have to pick one because it was like, bag, that works. If she used her sword as a stepsister, she could have recovered with her sword bag. Okay. Look, someone who's competent. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use the step stool, that's why I tried to pick bag first, right? When she leaned her sword against the wall to use the step stool, she tied her sword bag to it. I mean, I had to go over the instructions to learn how to play. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have had no trouble recovering her bamboo sword. Nice. See, not just the sword, but even the sword bag. She used both to escape. How clever. I think it's pretty clever. Said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. What do you mean? Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat, an escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. If only you... It's so disappointing. If only you'd let me work with you, we would have been a greater plan. Back the fuck off. Monokima's sleeping still in the background. I'd just like to point that out. Is it true? Did you really kill Mahira? Hold on, you're just making assumptions. You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof. Die, you bastard. It's fine. Said it's fine. Anything more would just be an exercise in futility. She admitted to it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahira's killer, right? Is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely. Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well, if you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes. Agreed. Hurry up and vote. Ah, hold on. Let me confirm one thing first. Can it wait until after the voting? It's important and relates to the voting. Peko's motive. My motive? In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? So why kill Mahira? About that, let's see. If I must answer... Let's say it was for the sake of justice. Justice? In order to protect the justice of this world. I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice. What? What are you saying? She went full Taka, man. She crazy. Look at she has Taka's eyes, man. Why didn't I see it beforehand? The obsession, the uprightness. She should have been 11 out of 10. Full paladin. Justice is what humans. It's a virtue of that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun, the enduring moon, the protective father, the smiling mother. Hello, Earth Peko? If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I'll not allow that. It's fine, just stop it. Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads. She must be an Alliance player. War crimes are acceptable as long as you're the ones committing them. Signed, every Alliance player. I'm telling you, stop it. No, I must continue to fight to protect justice. I must continue to fight to protect justice. Could you be? As the light of justice shines on my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice, the lead star of justice that shines in the night sky, would be me, sparkling justice. Now, let us execute justice. The fuck? Peko, what are you doing? What are you doing, Peko? I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice. I've come to deliver justice. Draw your sword already. This is a sword drawing pose, right? What's going on? What's this chill? Someone doesn't have this. Well, Peko finally snapped. Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various masks, she's a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She's supposed to be, but, huh? An ally of justice, so that's why you're wearing a mask. This mask is the dividing line. Like idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same. Yeah, she's crazy, Nikamaru. I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy. What? What the heck is this? Peko is the killer. Why is this turning out like this? This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events! Now's the time for you to be sleeping! Look, it's a killer! This again. Keep talking. So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill me? The world must always be bathed. The world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I will not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil. Are you saying that here is evil? If you knew about that incident, you must have played the game, am I right? And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat. The reason you killed Mihiru was... That's right, I think. He killed Mihiru. To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I become its merciless sword and execute justice. I like how they have all the cute faces. All of the cute faces. Holy crap, she's just a stereotypical psychopath. It's so gross! So gross! Echo, is this your true identity? My true identity? I've already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice. I like how Peko is like half Taka and half what's her name? Jill. Not as fun though. Half Taka, half Toko, is it? Half Taka, half Toko. I can't stand this anymore. Let's try to end this farce already. End? He's right, we need to end this, but the killer, there's no mistake it was Peko. Let's go with the incident one more time. And then we'll end this. Alright. Closing argument time. Okay. Mahiro arrives at the beach house. Hyoko's still sleeping. Footprints in the sand. A pretty anime girl mask. Kanye's covered in blood. These are later on. That looks like that one. Killer leave next to the body. Easy. Okay, this one. Time to wash off the blood. Where should I hide? First one I found the body was Hyoko. Footprints in the sand. Hold up. There we go. Next. Reload me. Okay, it's all Hyoko. Hyoko getting ambushed. That happens there. That's not a piece. Her being depressed doesn't happen there. The killer went in the surfboat case. Hyoko made a promise with someone. Yep. Hyoko arrives at the beach house. Probably this. We were funny if the game crashed? Please no. No game crashes. Okay. Where should I hide? Okay. Stock 3. Not much left. In order to lure them. The killer forged 2 letters in order to lure them. Yep. Okay, time to wash off the blood. Water bottles. When he found the first body was... Let's see, in the closet after Hyoko ran away. Okay. Last stock. I like how they just clearly draw who it is. They're like, yeah, we know at this point. After Hyoko ran away. In the closet. The first one he found the body was Hyoko. Okay. Sonya's a big fan of serial killers. Did you not read that? She's actually a huge fan of serial killers. I actually have a couple friends in real life who are big fans of serial killers. Really huge fans of Dexter. And like reading about serial killers. Interesting stuff. The incident began this morning when Mahiro spoke to Hyoko. Okay.
小泉は動機として与えられたトワイライトシンドローム殺人事件をプレイして
Mihiro likely played Twilight Syndrome murder case in the video game. Provided to us as the motive, yep.
自分と同じようにゲームの登場人物だった誰かにその内容について相談したかった
I
ん
don't
だ
think I called Hyoko Abigail. I couldn't remember her name, but I don't think I called her Abigail, as Abigail's not a Japanese name. And I at least know that all the characters have Japanese names except for Sonia. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a
そして
character.
西園寺は小泉の誘いに応じ二人は後でゆっくり話をする約束を交わした
Hyoko accepted Mihiro's invitation and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later.
だけどそんな二人の約束を聞いていた人物がいた
However, someone else overheard it.
今
The
回
killer.
の事件の犯人なんだよ二人の会話を盗み聞いた犯人はその約束を利用したある殺人計画を思いついた
The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific
あ
murder
る
plan.
ものを用意することで二人の行動を操ろうと企んだんだ
By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions.
それは手紙だ
It was the letters. They sent fake letters to Mihiro and
偽
Kyoko.
物の手紙を送ったんだ
Mihiro and Hyoko. I called her Kyoko a couple times, I'm gonna be honest. It's Hyoko.
小泉には14時30分にビーチハウスへ来てほしいという内容の手紙を送り
The letter Mihiro received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m.
一方の西園寺には14時ちょうどにビーチハウスへ来て
And
ほ
the
しいという
letter
内容の
Hyoko
手紙
received told her to come to the beach house at 2 p.m.
そうやって約束の時間を別々にすることで二人をバラバラにビーチハウスへとおびき出したんだ
Providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately.
その手紙にまんまと騙された西園寺は手紙通りに14時にビーチハウスを訪れ
Hyoko, ever the trusting person, totally trusted that letter and showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m. just like it said. Where she was promptly
そこで待ち
chloroformed
構えていた犯人によって眠らされてしまったんだ
and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer, lying in wait.
西園寺を眠らせた犯人はすぐに彼女をクローゼットの中に隠した
After putting her to sleep, the killer hid her inside the closet so they could frame her as the killer later.
そしてそのまま14時30分になると今度は小泉がビーチハウスを訪れた
At 2:30, Mihiro arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware she'd been targeted for murder.
そんな無防備な小泉に背後から近づいた犯人はある凶器を構えた
Approaching from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mihiro with a specific weapon, the metal bat left at the scene of the crime. Bonus points, you know how to use a two-handed sword-shaped weapon.
そこで小泉は生き絶えた
The bat was brought down onto the back of Mihiro's head, and with that she took her last
罪人の
breath.
検視によると小泉は即死だったらしいから犯人が誰かもわからないまま殺されたんだろうな
According to Mikan's autopsy, she died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her.
こうして小泉を殺すという目的を達成した犯人はそこから現場の偽装工作を開始
And
し
with
た
that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mihiro and began to tamper with the evidence.
まず小泉の死体を引きずって移動させその死体で道路側のドアを封鎖してしまった
They dragged Mihiro's body so it blocked the door leading to the road.
それと現場に落ちていた仮面もそこで犯人が自ら残したものなんだろうな
The mask found at the scene was something the killer personally
わ
left.
からないけど犯行声明みたいなものなのかもしれない
Something like I'm not really sure why, it's something like a calling card.
俺たちが死体を発見した時の状況はこうやって作られたんだ
And that's how the scene we discovered was created.
だけど小泉の死体を動かしたせいで犯人はその返り血を体に付着させてしまった
However, by moving the body, the killer got blood on them, plus the shower room had no water because it was out of order. They couldn't wash it off.
洗い流すこともできない
A 5-minute DNA test?
そ
Yeah.
んなことは犯人の想定内だった
We're solving puzzles by logic. We don't even have any devices
犯人は自分の体の血を洗い流
other
すた
than
め
like
に
the phone.
シャワー以外の別のものを使ったんだ
Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood.
ビーチハウスの冷蔵庫にあった
Water bottles. Lots of water bottles in the beach house fridge.
おそらく一連の犯行に及ぶ前からシャワールームにそれを運んでおいたんだろうな。
We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events that
犯
happened.
人は水の出ないシャワーの代わりにそれで自分の体に付着した血を洗い流したんだ。
In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead.
空になったペットボトルだけはビーチハウスのゴミ箱に捨てるしかなかったんだろう。
However, they had no choice to dispose of the bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules and it would have taken too long to throw them elsewhere.
そうやって血を洗い流した犯人は西園寺がいるクローゼットのある場所に隠れたんだ。
A way to test DNA and do comparison. Like I don't think you can get a DNA test and process it, or can you? You can get the materials to process them pretty cheap. I don't think you can actually, or the materials to take one pretty cheap, but like I don't think you can process a whole DNA test in a palm-sized device. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hyoko was in.
犯人はあらかじめ空にしておいたサーフボードケースの中に隠れたんだよ。
They hid inside the surfboard case they'd already emptied beforehand. Act 6.
そしてそのまま時間が経つと睡眠薬の効果が切れた西園寺が目を
After
覚
some
ました。
time passed, the sleeping drug used on Hyoko wore off and she ran out.
クローゼット
I can imagine how badly she panicked when she came into the closet.
会う約束をしていたはずの小泉がなぜか目の前で死んでたんだからな。
She made plans to see me here who lay dead right in front of her. She ran out screaming from the shock of panic of being considered a murder suspect.
という焦りから慌ててビーチハウスを飛び出してしまったんだ。
Hyoko fled the beach house, leaving behind a certain trail, right?
そのせいで
Yep.
西園寺は砂浜に足跡を残してしまったんだ。
Because of that, she left footprints in the sand, everything a trap by the killer to frame
犯
her.
人の罠だったんだよ。
Nice.
そして西園寺が立ち去った後、犯人はようやくサーフボードケースから出てくると、
After Hyoko left, the killer came out of the surfboard case.
西園寺にさらなる
Presumably soaking wet, by the
事
way.
前に準備して
Just
いた
gonna point that
武器を
out.
置いたんだ。
They placed a gummy they brought with them to shift our suspicion towards Hyoko.
結果的にはそれが西園寺の疑惑を晴らす手助けになるんだけどな。
Ironically, that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion towards Hyoko.
そして最後に犯人はビーチハウスからの脱出に取り掛かった。
Finally, the killer prepared to escape the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving the footprints, so they escaped using a different route.
犯人は別のルートでビーチハウスから脱出したんだ。それはシャワールームの小窓だ。
The window in the shower room.
小窓は高い位置にあるから普通じゃ届かない。
6
そこ
popsicles.
で犯人は
Now I want to buy a
意外な
popsicle.
道具を使って
I actually have to go grocery shopping tomorrow, so I might do that. However, the window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why they used a wooden sword.
犯人がいつも身につけていた竹刀だ。
The bamboo sword they always carry with
犯
them.
人はその竹刀の柄に竹刀を入れていた袋を結びつけ、
They took the sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword handle,
そして竹刀袋を片手に持ったまま竹刀を踏み台にして小窓に飛び移ったんだ。
and then they used the sword as the step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand.
そうやって外に出ることができれば、あとは竹刀袋を引っ張って竹刀を回収するだけだ。
As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag and retrieve the sword.
こうしてビーチハウスを後にした犯人は何食わぬ顔で俺たちの前に現れた。
And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened, denying us the ability to see Ibuki in a bathing suit. Or a swimsuit. Her own custom swimsuit, that is.
だけど濡れた髪と水着はすぐには乾かない。
But
そ
their
れを
wet
拭く
hair
タオ
and
ルもビーチハウスにはなかった。
their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house.
犯人は言い訳のために俺たちにこう言ったんだ。
So when they met
人を
us,
してきた後だ。
they said they'd been swimming as an excuse.
どうだ、これがお前が起こした事件の真相だ。そうだよな。
How's this?
ペコ。
This is the truth behind the incident you caused, right? Pekoyama?
なるほど。
Naruhodo.
で、それがどうしたのだ？
And what
へっ
happened?
ちゃらかい。
She's totally cool with it.
私には何もやましいことなどないからな。
I've done nothing to be ashamed of.
何言ってんのさ、小泉お姉を殺した分際で。
What do you say? You killed Mihiru! Wrong!
私は
I
正義の
punish
名のもとに
in the name of justice.
断罪される理由などどこにもない。
There's no reason to condemn me.
もういいよ、さっさと投票を終わらせて、この天然ド変態女をぶっ殺しちゃおうよ。
Whatever, let's just hurry up and both so we can kill this freaking weird, crazy bitch.
殺されるわけがない。
There's no way you can kill me.
正義は決して殺されはしないぞ。
Justice can never be
お前たちもよく
killed.
わかっているはずだ。
You all know that as well.
何を言っている？
What are you saying?
いいか、最も大切なものを守るためには大切なものを捨てる覚悟が必要なのだ。
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally
わ
important.
かったか。
Understand? I don't get it at all. I don't get it.
では担当直入に言おう。お前たちには正義を執行してもらう。
I shall be more direct. Justice must carry on.
私という正義を生き延びさせるために自分の命を諦めるのだ。
In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives. Eh?
本気で言ってるのか。
Seriously?
本気どころか正義だ。
It's not serious. It's justice.
ここで私が倒れたら誰がこの世の悪を取り締まるというのだ。
I fall here. Who will combat the evils of this world? And follow your hearts, the hearts of justice that resides in you, and save my life. Protect justice. This is the first time we've seen someone say, okay, I did it. Don't convict me. Hurry up and carry on justice. Isn't it the kanji for speak, for voice?
ふざけんな！誰がおめえなんかのために死ぬか！
Give me a break. Who's gonna die for you?
ここでペコちゃんを見逃したら
Please let
皆殺しにさ
Please
れ
let
ちゃうじゃ
Pico
ない
go. We're all gonna get killed.
偉大なる正義のためであれば多少の犠牲はやむを得まい。
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable. A few sacrifices? That's...
安心しろ。お前
Don't
たち
worry.
が命を通して守った正義は
The justice you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
もう付き合ってらんないよ。早く投票して処刑しちゃおうってば。
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
ですけど、
But before we do that,
その前に。
投票じゃ！
Monokuma the vote! Hurry and let us vote already! I'm awake. I'm awake.
やっと起きた。
He finally woke up.
話は聞かせてもらった。いや、聞いてなかったけど別にいいや。
I heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares?
では、お前らはお手元のスイッチを押して投票
Now,
してください。
please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen to blacken? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement. Can't wait. Can you guys wait? It's voting time. Who's guilty? Not me. Sorry, Pecco. Those of you who said Pecco was best girl, she's just failed. Great swimsuit. Looks great.
もう少しだけよろしいでしょうか。
Can we have some more time? Why do you want more time?
すみません。もう少しだけ話し合いを続けさせてください。
Please let us continue our discussion.
話し合いを続けるって、でも投票は終わっちゃいましたよ。
Isn't the voting over?
ですけど、どうしても気になって。だって、こんなの絶対におかしいんですって。
But I can't feel something strange. Something like this is definitely strange. What?
おかしいとはどういう意味じゃ？
What do you mean?
ペコ山で間違いないはずだぞ。
There's no doubt Pecco's the killer.
それはそうなんですけど、
However,
ただですね。
however,
ペコ山さんは本当にキラキラちゃんなのか。殺人鬼マニアのソニアさんはそれを気にしてるんだね。
as a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Pecco really is sparkling justice. Am I right? Huh?
おい、ソニアさんは殺人鬼マニアなんかじゃねえぞ。人より少しだけ熱
Ah,
狂的な
another
情熱を注い
sin.
でいるだけだ。
Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has more passion about them than
世
most.
間ではそれをマニアと呼ぶんす。
But that makes her an enthusiast.
実を言うと僕も疑問に思ってたんだよね。
It felt strange to me too. I mean,
ソニアさんの知るキラキラちゃんとペコヤマさんとでは決定的な相違点があるのよね。
There's a distinct difference between what we know about Sparkling Justice and Pekka, right?
決定的な相違点。
A distinct difference?
ソニアさんはキラキラちゃんについて以前こんな風に言ってたんだよ。
Sonia described Sparkling Justice like this.
正義完了。
Justice
正義
complete.
で貫く正義のど真ん中。闇夜に輝くと正義一番星。
Yep.
人呼んでキラキラちゃんとは私のことだ。
Sparkling Justice. Yeah, that was really weird. It's Sparkling Justice catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase. I've read it in a magazine. There's only ever been 1% journalist who interviewed Sparkling Justice. Written in their native language. I see, so that's what it was. I don't think we got the difference between serial killer and Echo. Nationality.
そうか。
Echo's Japanese.
そうだ。
According to what Sonia said,
あの雑誌にその時のレポートが原文で載っていたので、私がそれを訳してみたのです。
訳してみたってことは、つまり日本語じゃなかったってことだよな。
she had to translate. That means it wasn't in English, right?
はい、私が読んでいたあの雑誌はスペイン語の雑誌だったのです。
It was Spanish.
ですから、そこに載っていたキラキラちゃんのセリフも間違いなくスペイン語で。
The Sparkling Justice catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well.
つまり、キラキラちゃんと遭遇したジャーナリストも、そしてキラキラちゃん自体も。
Which means the journalists at Sparkling Justice are both
日本人じゃねえってことか。
from Spain? All this time I misunderstood. When I first heard about those killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I assumed they were both in the same country. That wasn't the case. If so,
ペコヤマ、お前はキラキラちゃんなんかじゃない。
Pekko, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
それでも自分がキラキラちゃんって言い張るなら、今の決め台詞を。
If you insist you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying the catchphrase in Spanish? Oh
お
man.
前にそれができるのか。
Could you do that?
どうやら
It appears the time has come
時が来たようだな。
for this mask to come off.
だが、それでいい。私にとってはもう必要のないものだ。
It's fine. It's no longer necessary.
そして、今頃気づいたところで、お前たちは手遅れだ。
And if you'd find it out, it's too late to do anything about it.
私の役割はとっくに終了している。
My duty has already been finished.
私の道具としての役割は
My duty as a tool has been completed in full.
完了。
あれ、なんかまた元に戻っちゃいましたけど。
It looks like she's back to normal.
あの仮面はもう用済みだ。今の私と同じようにな。
The mask has fulfilled its purpose just as I have.
なんだよそれ。用済みとか手遅れとか、どういう意味だ？
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you
す
getting
で
at?
に投票を終えた今となっては。
Now that you've cast your votes, that is what it means. What?
おい、はっきりせんか。こっちはお前さんの目的を聞いておるんじゃぞ。
Yeah, she played crazy to cover Yakuza, man. Yep. Be clear, we're asking what your purpose was.
目的などあるわけがない。
I have no
私は
purpose.
ただ
I'm a mere
道具
tool.
に過ぎないのだからな。
Tool? What do you mean?
ペコヤマさんが道具ってことはさ、つまりその道具を使った人が他にいるってことだよね。
She called herself a tool, which means someone used her then.
当然だろう。
Of
道
course.
具は道具だけでは
A tool can't do anything on its own.
なるほどね。ようやくわかったよ。
Good, good.
なんとなくそんな気がして
Finally
たんだけど
understand. I did have a sneaking suspicion all
どう
along.
いうことなんだ？
What do you mean?
つまり殺人現場になったビーチハウスにはペコヤマさんと西園寺さん以外の別の誰かもいたんだ。
Besides Pekko and Yoko, someone else is at the beach house. Ryuhiko. Ryuhiko, right?
ほら、それを裏付
There is proof that established the fact. Try to remember.
よく思い出してみてよ。
Prove there was one more person at the scene of the crime. The body discovery announcement? Yep. Didn't Monokuma say earlier? Is it 3 people including the killer or not? Oh, I'd say it doesn't include the killer, okay. It's been made when 3 people discover a body. Oh right, we weren't there yet, right? So, we weren't there yet, it was Yakuza guy, right? We were still on the Yakuza guy. We got derailed by all the discussion. In this particular case, the killer Peko is now one of the 3. If you recall, we were actually outside the beach house when the body was discovered. Body discovery announcement was made. That's the case, it would mean only Hyoko and Katsuichi discovered the body, but it leaves us a body short. So it means there was one more person in the beach house. And the fact that Monokuma tried to hide the truth from us by being flexible is his own rules. It's a vital clue that could alter the outcome of the trial, like an accomplice. No, that's not it. Am I wrong?
根本的な考え方からして間違っているな。言ったはずだぞ。私は道具だと。
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you I'm a tool? I'm a simple tool to be used by that person. What person? What? Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive of anyone here, right? How's it going, Fuyuhiko? Fuyuhiko? Yep. He was the most sus person in the whole trial, but the logic didn't add up the way they were going. They were like, who's the swordsman? And I'm like, obviously the swordswoman, right? Ah, now I see the connection. The connection between motive and incident. If it's a motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive? Yes. The events that occur in the game definitely should have occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof, too. I'd send this as proof. I didn't think it was necessary to confirm if it didn't have anything to do with the hero's murder, but there's no doubt the game's based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. Which we thought Yakuza had, right? The photos rewarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're actual photos. With the surrounding scenery cropped out. Yep. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever received the game first, or beat the game first and received the prize? Well, one, it was you. Yep, there's the dialogue. What do you have there? Shut up, what makes you think you have the right to question me? Up with a weird folder. The person who received the ending prize was you, wasn't it? The sweat, holy shit.
さすがに信じるしかなくなっちゃうよね。
If you were shown a photo of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it.
それでもその事実を否定したくて、その確認のために写真を小泉さんに送りつけたんだね。
Even so, you want to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mihiru to confirm.
ねえ、どうしてクズ竜の話になってんの？そんなのどうでもいいじゃん。
Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares?
殺したのはペコ山なんでしょ？
That was the killer, right?
犯人はペコ山なんだよね。っていうか、もう投票しちゃいました。
Oh, we already voted.
だから手遅れだと言
But I
ったの。
told you, it's all too late.
何度も言っているように、私はただの道具にしか過ぎない存在だ。
As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive, no reason to kill, not even the will to
殺す理由
kill.
もなければ殺す意志もない。私はただ道具として使われただけだ。
I
道
was
具
simply
である
used
以
as a
上
tool.
は命令には逆らえないからな。
As long as I'm a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
なあ、何がどうなってんの？
What's going on? Could someone give me a simpler explanation?
説明してくんねえか？
つまり
Means
私は犯人ではないということだ。
I'm not the killer.
私という
The true
凶器を
killer.
使ったクズ竜冬彦こそが小泉真昼を殺した真犯人なのだ。
The true killer who used me as their weapon to kill Mihiru Kozumi was Fuyuhiko Kuzuri. Ah!
なんだそりゃ。
Not the hell.
なるほどね。
I see, that's what you're aiming for all
皆
along.
さんの狙いなんだね。
いや、私には狙いなどない。
I have no aim,
それがあると
but my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
これはすべて坊ちゃんが計画したことだからな。
Young master? Young master? What?
それがこの事件の真相だ。
And that is the truth of this
今
case.
さら気づいたところでもう手遅れだがな。投票のやり直しなどもうできないのだ。
I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You can't undo the vote.
それは困ったね。
That is a problem.
もしペコ山さんの主張が通っちゃったら、私たちは全員不正解ってことになっちゃうよ。
Peko's allegation holds true. It means our vote was incorrect.
その場合に生き残るのって。
That means the person who gets to live is
俺だけ。
just.
おかしいよ。そんなのどう考えたっておかしいって。
That's nuts. No matter how you look at it, it's completely insane. How would Peko be a tool in the first place?
道具なんじゃ。ペコ山はれっきとした人間だろうが。
Peko's a legitimate human being. Come
そ
on.
れを決めるのはお前たちではない。
It's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma.
すでに投票は終了している。あとはモノクマの判断に従うしかないはずだ。
The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides. What? Uh-oh. Not looking good. At least we get a mountain of coins, right? B. Well, it could be worse.
迷うな。迷いつつも、
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is.
とりあえずはこれで終了ってことで、そしてお楽しみの結果発表はこの後すぐ。
Well, I guess for now we'll take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Well, guys, this looks like a convenient place to stop. The agony of not knowing what's gonna happen. Some chaos, and Monokuma just called for a commercial break. I think we're gonna wrap things up here, guys. It's getting super late. We're well past the time I wanted to end things, and I can cause so much sweet suffering to you all.